All right, first off, so if I haven't shared this Google Doc with you yet and you want it, let me know. It's got all of the pros and the synopsis that you can handle. So just I'll be brief on this. This sets you up. It's going to tell you what's going on, where we started in getting cut off from the rest of the Imperium. The world that we're on, excuse me, I'll back up. This details, basically brings us up to current events, right? Tells us a little bit about our current setting. And then gives you a little hype. And finally, our world, Nimbus 4. We're a big planet, a inhabitable planet, but in some sense, it is definitely a death world, as by Imperial standards. A lot of this gone unexplored now. There are several continents inhabited by not only humans, but aliens and psychers, so on and so forth. Interesting thing to note that should play out in the story. A lot of moons around this planet. You know, we're talking Saturn, number of moons around Saturn, somewhere around that. Kind of like leaving it vague, but I think this being a big witch theme in this, being a big religious theme, I think the moons are going to play a neat factor in it. Other things to note that there's a small but violent warp storm going on there in the system. Definitely around Nimbus. It waxes and wanes. Nimbus itself is a temperate climate. It's covered in clouds for, I would say, a majority of the time, at least, 50, 60, 70% of the time. We've got giant supercell storm systems going on. Not enough to like decimate the area. I think we can control the throttle by saying that Chaos wants to leave this place intact because they're using it as a device to explore some nefarious means and test some elements that they've developed, or whatever you want to call it. Zinch is doing his thing with this. He's figuring some stuff out about how to maybe apply it in the real universe. So, okay, that's Nimbus. We'll go into the timeline next.